Hey world, 9 minutes motivation at 9 a.m. is inspired by me and sponsored by happy customers. Happy customers keeps your customers happy. I am Deepak here and my life is beautiful and I stay on top of the world because I work as worship. So there was this dialogue going between a goose, that something like duck, little larger than duck, one goose and one horse. So both of them were in the grasslands moving, and horse was grazing grass there, and that goose was trying to find some food for itself. The goose looked at horse and said, "Hey, look at me. Now how brilliant I am. I can walk on the land. I can take a flight if I wish to, and I can fly. I also can land in the water and swim in the water the way I want. I can just do all those three things so amazingly, naturally. Look at you. Only you can do is one thing. Horse first didn't feel like getting too bothered about what the goose said, wanted to continue grazing the grass. But the kind of arrogance and attitude what the goose shown was showing when he was talking, when it was talking, the horse said, "Hey, listen, I know you have three elements at your disposal. I know you can fly, you can swim in the water, you can walk on the land. Agreed. But when you fly, you can't even reach an height where you can't even be compared with a sparrow. When sparrow flies higher than you, your own heaviness of your body does not even allow you to go beyond certain meters and certain feet. When you talk about you being able to fly, any other bird can come and just hunt you down if you try to fly like that. You can't even fly properly. And what about swimming? You can't even call yourself a complete fish because you can swim on the surface of the water, but you cannot live in the water the way fishes live. In fact, even small fishes are much better swimmer than you. And you walking about land, walking on land. When your walk is so strange, so comic, you almost babble when you walk on the land. Yeah, you have all the three elements, but you are not the best in any of them. There are so many creatures who can walk faster than you, better than you. There's so many water animals or water creatures who can do swimming better than you, and leave about flying. Let's not talk about it. Yes, I only have one element, or I only can do is I can just be on the land. But look at my majestic body, my well tuned limbs, the size and shape of my body. Look at the glow that I carry on my face and in my eyes, the radiance which I have. I can just gallop. I can just gallop like nobody's business. Nobody can even catch me. I'm used by the kings and the warriors and the samurais. And even if I'm pure vegetarian, I do not eat even a bit or inch of meat. I'm pure vegetarian. But all the power in the world in a human being's kingdom is only measured in horsepower. And that's kind of power I possess. You may have so many things to brag about, but I may have only one thing. But I'm a champion in that. I'm expert in that. I'm the best in the entire thing. You may be a jack of few things. I'm the master of one. Horse completed his speech the way I've completed my speech. Lesson for you and me is this: in today's world, if we have to survive and we have to actually leave a mark and create our own niche in the world, in the market, then I think we should be a combination of both. We should be jack of all and master of one, than trying to be only because only being master of one, dependency on other elements becomes higher on other people. You may not have to be, for example, if you want to be an entrepreneur or if you're an entrepreneur, you should be good in one aspect of business. Maybe you're brilliant in marketing, but that does not makes gives you the freedom to not be okay in selling on accounts and finance and HR and other. At least you should have basic understanding and information of all other departments of your business. Then you can say you are jack of all but master of one. A lot of people are like duck, jack of all, master of none. And then there are few people like horses, master of one but jack of nothing. So I think in today's world, in this scenario, in the future that is coming, I think we should have hand on almost everything in our life that is required for wherever you want to build your future, wherever you want to build your career. I think you should know. For example, you may not. I don't. I'm not a great student of academics, and I don't know much about accountancy. But if I have to make my organization grow, at least I should know how to read a profit and loss statement or an balance sheet. Even this much I should have to understand. I will never be able to have an control over my finances. I think we all should aspire for, strive for a combination of jack of all. It can be as simple. You're a chef. Okay. You should know almost every kind of dish from continental to Chinese to Indian to Lebanese to Mexican. But you should have one dish that only you can create and it tastes the way it only tastes with your hand and nobody around you in the world can even match the taste. Jack of all, master of one. I have worked telling all the boys and girls in the schools and colleges and telling all the parents this. When the child is in growing age, give them tremendous amount of horizontal exposure. Let them go for basketball, let them go for volleyball, let them go for cricket, let them go for skating, let them go for dancing, swimming. Let them get exposed in first 15 years or first maybe 10, 12 years, horizontal exposure in multiple fields. And once they start getting into the teenage or going towards 16, 17, 18, then let them decide of all that they have practiced in last 10 years, where is that maximum passion comes out, which is the sport or which is the field, painting, drawing, chess, what, where they get most emotions being triggered. That is where they should develop their vertical expertise. It can be from academic field, it can be from sports field, it can be from arts field, it can be from engineering field, everywhere. I think the simple formula is this: horizontal exposure, vertical expertise, jack of all and master of one. Then trying to be knowing everything and not have mastery on anything, or to have mastery on one thing and still be dependent and become vulnerable for so many other aspects of your life, your business, your career, your field. I think that can be not okay. So be a combination of both, master of one and jack of all. Horizontal exposure and vertical specialization is the Bridvakya and the mantra for today's life and today's success. So with this belief, let's start and make this new year, maybe this as a resolution, that you will have tremendous amount of exposures and also have vertical expertise. Here we go. Start together. I believe I can. I believe I can. I believe I can. So guys, go set and go. Let's go to your